Here are the new features in SceneCity 1.8. You have new presets to help you get started more easily. Previously, you had two presets, Grid Cities and Scatter Cities. Now you have 5 more. A terrain based on a height map image, a terrain based on procedural functions, a terrain based on a mix of a height map image and procedural functions, a scatter city over a terrain to demonstrate how to mix scatter cities and terrains together, and freeform roads, a new type of roads in SceneCity. With all those presets available, it should now be much easier for you to start with the features you need. A new type of roads is available. You can now generate curved roads from mesh edges or basic curves. That means you can either draw them by hand directly or generate large networks if you have an input network already. The results are UV unwrapped road meshes with or without sidewalks and optionally smooth curves from your input mesh edges. With this new feature, you're not concerned about road angles and limits on junctions, within reasonable configurations of course. You can now have the generated roads go up and down vertically, but they cannot overlap. It's flexible, you have many options at each step of the generation process, such as number of lanes, roads width, roads smoothness, output mesh density, number of materials and where to apply them on the final mesh, UVs options, etc. In the end, you have a lot of freedom in how you build your roads procedurally. You cannot mix them with buildings or terrains for now. This will come in a later release. The way you execute your graphs is now more streamlined. You no longer have to execute the steps of your generation process on the nodes manually and individually. You now plug the nodes as you want, chaining procedural actions. Then you plug the output of the last node of your generation process to an execute node. To work faster, you can also use the new key shortcut, Ctrl-Shift-E. The execute node is not compatible with all the previous nodes. That will come progressively with each subsequent update. The nodes now use their background color to show you useful information, and therefore speed up your workflow. First, which ones have missing inputs are colored in light red. Secondly, after execution, the nodes will also show you which ones have executed correctly in green. In case of error, which one provoked it in bright red. The nodes that should have executed but couldn't because of previous errors will be in yellow. The color codes is a work in progress feature. Only the new nodes introduced in this version 1.8 have this capability. The previous nodes will be completed progressively version after version.